Ladies and gentlemen, digital investors, welcome back to upload number 275, where you guys tune in to get the rundown on everything that is going on inside of the crypto space. It is a good green day in the markets. Most people's portfolios are up. I think I even just saw a stat that said 99% of Ethereum holders are in profit at this point at current prices. So that is very, very exciting. As you can see, we have Bitcoin above $50,000, Ethereum less than $100 away from being $4,000 per token, Cardano just under $3, XRP $1.29. We also have Solana up again today, up 13%. Let's actually check out some of our top gainers for today. We have Near up 15%. This Bitcoin Cash ABC, I have no clue what that is, but that is up 46%. We have Litecoin up 13%. Nice to finally see some action out of Litecoin. Horizon up 11%. Celsius up 9%. EOS up 7%. Bitcoin Cash also finally getting into the $700 level again. So it is a nice green day. Our fear and greed index is sitting in greed at 74. And this is honestly nice to see. It's nice to see that we are not slammed into extreme greed despite having a pretty green day, because once the market gets slammed into extremely greedy, things do start to get pretty worrisome. I know for your average retail trader, they're not looking at that. When the market is greedy and everybody's making money, they're thinking it's the best time to invest. But truly, that is where things start to get worrisome. If you guys are frequent viewers of the show and you would like to show some support, then tapping the like button really does help a ton to push this video in the YouTube algorithm. And with that said, guys, we're going to start off going over some of what is going on. Here we have whale activity surges as Bitcoin flirts with $50,000. So we do have some interesting data here that is covering the whales, or large purchasers slash holders of Bitcoin. So they say Bitcoin whale activity is surging this week as it tops $50,000. Whale transactions exceeding $100,000 have hit their highest level since late July. So here we have this chart showing Bitcoin's whale transactions that are worth $100,000 or more, and they're hitting the highest level that they have ever hit in 5 weeks, with that level being right here. As you can see, 16.716 transactions yesterday, which is the highest since July, and all of those which are exceeding $100,000. This chart here as well, Bitcoin has just eclipsed 50,000 for the first time in 15 weeks, while the on-chain fundamentals are rising. Here we have daily address activity nearing 1 million addresses again, and the circulation hit 5-week high. And this was happening on Thursday. Thursday was the first day there were more than 1 million addresses interacting on the Bitcoin network in 2 months. We also have Glassnode saying that Coinbase has seen a large outflow of Bitcoin after a period of moderate inflow following the May sell-off, which is pretty bullish, right? Usually when we have cryptocurrency, or in this case Bitcoin, since that is what we're talking about, we have Bitcoins leaving an exchange, that's usually seen as a bullish sign, because the kind of thinking is that if you're taking your coins off the exchange, you're probably going to store them in a safe place and hold them, right? Whereas when we see coins starting to hit the exchanges, especially when we see coins starting to hit the exchanges, while say, I don't know, this fear and greed index is in greed and everybody is super hyped and everybody's making money, we then get the opposite effect, and that is seen as pretty bearish. Coinbase's Bitcoin balance has shrunk to 700,000 Bitcoin, and this is its lowest level since December of 2017. Now this chart is really pretty interesting. So as you can see, we have the 700,000 Bitcoin floor, followed by 800, 900, and it looks like this right here would be 1 million. And here they're showing the start of the 2020 bull run, which they're saying is right here, one of the lowest levels of Bitcoin they've ever had. Last time they had this low of a level of Bitcoin was right here. They say last time balance was 700K was in December of 2017. So you can see just how much more Bitcoin they had even during our bear market as opposed to what they do now. And we also have those Coinbase outflows. So things could look pretty bullish, right? We're getting a lot of bullish signals, and this is a big one. We could see possibly a sort of supply shock going on, which is something that I've seen a lot of people talking about, this Bitcoin supply shock. And so far, each day, each week, we're getting more and more indicators that are piling up that could be the case. Here, moving over to some Ethereum stuff, we have Coinbase announces that it will offer ETH2 staking rewards for UK users. So this is pretty awesome. A waiting list for the product has gone live today with a full launch expected soon. Customers will be able to stake any amount and can earn rewards on a portion of holdings rather than their entire balance should they wish to. It will offer users an interest rate of up to 5% annually on Ether holdings. And a representative of Coinbase had this to say: we have witnessed a huge rise in customers purchasing Ether in recent months, and so we are delighted to be in a position to offer them staking rewards for this asset. This is pretty cool, guys, because you can get these staking rewards on any amount of Ether. I remember the limit was like 32 Ethereum you were going to need to stake. If you guys were around back then, I'm sure you remember there was a lot of talks about the race to accumulating 32 Ethereum, but now with things like this, with what Coinbase is doing, you could have 1 Ethereum. I don't know the exact limit, but I mean, you should be able to have, they say, any portion of Ethereum. So whether you have fractions of an Ethereum, 1 Ethereum, 5 Ethereum, you would be able to stake it and get 5% on it. Now, obviously, you're not getting the highest rate. That 5% isn't the highest rate. Coinbase is definitely taking a cut off on top of you because they're the one who's going to be, running the node and validator. But for most people anyways, they're probably going to want to do this anyways. They're not going to have 32 Ethereum, and they're going to want something that's probably really plug and play, right? You just leave it on Coinbase, maybe do a couple of things, and then you start earning 5%. You set it, you forget it, you don't got to think about it. Now, this is so far only for the UK, which I know that might have some of you guys bummed, but I really wouldn't be bummed. This is super common. This is what most companies do with almost anything. If you're going to roll out a new product, in this case, this isn't your typical product. This is ETH2 staking, so it's a bit different. But the philosophy is still the same, that you don't want to just launch this to your entire clientele and then, what if it's a flop, or what if there's a bug or something doesn't go right? You end up realizing you weren't as prepared. It is much easier, and it's also much smarter to just roll it out for a certain segment, a certain portion of your clientele, and work out the bugs, work out the flaws, really polish up the product, make sure everybody is happy, make sure it's working, and then start rolling it out further and further and further until all of your clients or all of your customers can access it. So I'm sure if this goes well in the UK, we can expect other countries to also start getting these staking rewards, as long as the regulations are good. If Coinbase sees it's worth it, if they're not going to be barred through regulations and things like that, I don't see why they would stop at just the UK. So I definitely wouldn't be bummed out or anything. I'm sure it's going to roll out to other places very soon once they get whatever data it is that they need. Here we have Ethereum. This confirms the dominance of long-term holders. While we're talking about ETH2 staking on Coinbase, let's check out what's actually going on with Ethereum and long-term holders. Some charts here. As seen in the chart below, realized volatility has reached yearly lows, and yet prices have not consolidated. So that is pretty interesting. They want to say, in fact, Ethereum just reached a 3-month high of $3,431, creating a local top at the time of this report. A huge reason behind this rise could be investors' own bullishness. As their sentiment and transactions continue to pump the prices, options interest by Strike shows a severely high demand for ETH to reach $5,000 by the end of this year, which honestly, guys, we're on month 9. We have till month 12. I think $5,000 definitely sounds conservative, considering the fact that we are in a bull market. It says, will ETH make it to 5K? The recent rally, during which ETH rose by 91%, has been primarily led by retail investors. This can be verified by looking at large transaction volumes, and the chart is right here showing those transaction volumes against the price. So it can be verified by looking at large transaction volumes, which have been as low as they were 3 months ago, confirming the absence of whales. Now, I know this is saying, will ETH make it to 5K? Of course it will. I think they're just trying to kind of, match it up by the end of this year, which putting timelines on things never really works out. Sometimes you can get a correct prediction, but for the most part you are going to be wrong. But I think Ethereum is probably going well over $5,000 by the time this cycle is over. When that's happening, who knows? I don't really try to put timelines on things, but will ETH make it to 5K? I think it's more than safe to say it's going over 5K. They say spot volumes also saw a rise. Figures reached a 2-month high as Ethereum went back to 18 billion, putting the market in a healthy spot. Short and long-term traders have seen an equal increase in terms of participation. The average time of ETH being held is remaining at 1.6 years, as seen in the chart below. The chart below is right here. 1.6 years. This is the average ETH holder time. This shows that long-term holders' dominance can be confirmed. This can actually help keep prices in check and protect ETH from immediate selling, unlike with short-term traders. Right, exactly, guys. If most of the people within your community are long-term bag holding, that's going to help. You know, if there's pullbacks, it's going to help if you have a lot of whales, or at least a lot of even retail holders who aren't really selling their bags. And it's also going to help a lot more if you have that Ethereum wrapped up in staking, especially if it's locked up, because then even if you wanted to sell, you cannot even get it out. So it could be good or bad, right? There's pros and cons to all of this stuff. Here we have Vechain. This is from @Vechain Official on Twitter, as reported by China News. And I was going to go into this article, guys, but it is all in Chinese and I cannot read it. But as reported by China News, PwC in the China International Fair for Trade and Services has officially announced that AirTrace is powered by Vechain. It will serve PwC's clients for traceability solutions, and we are proud to support this major initiative. So really, really cool stuff. I think they were already partnered with PwC, but it looks like they probably have some product. I'm assuming that they have a product called AirTrace, and this AirTrace product by PwC will be powered by Vechain. Really, really awesome stuff, and we're seeing the Vechain price also at great levels right now. I think we're at like 14, 15 cents, which has been, I mean, if you guys were accumulating Vechain in the bear market, what can I really say, right? You are up considerably. Vechain has been an absolutely outstanding investment, and I think it's going to continue to perform very, very well. Up, and for all cryptos for that matter, right? I think all these cryptos are going to perform very, very well up until the point where we have our big dump and enter the next bear market. That's just kind of the nature of this game, right? Everything is being risen up at the moment. It's the nature of being in a bull market. Obviously, some coins will do better than others, and I think one of the great things about Vechain and their VET token is that they actually have partnerships, they have good leadership, and their token has utility, which is something that many cryptos in this space do not have. When your coin has utility, once that utility kicks in, you know, who knows what we're really going to see in terms of price. Also, in talking about Vechain, we have Vechain Thor mainnet reaches 10 million blocks milestone with no downtime. So this was a big milestone for Vechain, as they report. And this article also goes into some other stuff that I wanted to show you guys. So the foundation, the Vechain Foundation, noted that it has seen consistent enterprise usage from commerce giant Walmart and governmental adoption. Okay, let me say that again. Governmental adoption from both San Marino and China, where the project has close ties. Okay, so they're getting consistent enterprise usage and government adoption. This is huge. This is what I mean when I say Vechain definitely has a utility product, definitely has a use case. Vechain partnered with a Walmart subsidiary in China, also known as Walmart China, or China Walmart. I think it's Walmart China. I don't know. Who cares? But they partnered with a Walmart subsidiary in China to track food products in June 2020. I remember reporting that when that came out, and people were like, oh, this partnership is fake. I remember there was a lot of FUD saying that the Vechain partnerships were fake, and they're not looking so fake anymore. According to the foundation, there are some major infrastructural updates in the pipeline, such as Proof of Authority 2.0, alongside more partnerships and use cases, community dApps, growth, and more. So really amazing stuff. It looks like we have a lot to look forward to in terms of Vechain. And speaking of things that we have to look forward to, check out Singularity DAO, guys. This coming right out of their Twitter. They say excited to be on Orion Protocol. ETH fees are through the roof at the moment, but SDAO will soon be available on Binance Smart Chain as well, so please bear with us. And this coming from Orion Protocol, just basically going over that SDAO is listed on their terminal, and you could trade on their terminal now with your wallet. And it just gives this little advertisement video here. So really cool stuff, awesome stuff for SDAO. We also did see SDAO get to $5, which is insane, guys. It is insane how fast SDAO has been rising. And it's also insane that many people got this token completely free just by being holders of AGIX. And from what I hear, there are more airdrops for AGIX holders coming. I am still very bullish on AGIX, still holding holding it. We have not even pierced our old all-time highs. Our previous all-time highs are above $1. I believe they're like $1.80, and we are still at 50 cents. So I still remain very, very bullish on AGIX. Here, wrapping up, we have NFL bans NFTs and cryptocurrency sponsorships for teams. Now, let's just highlight that this is for teams. At the end of this article, they kind of put out a hint that it's not really for individuals, but it's like a team can't come out with their NFTs. They also do some other stuff, so let's just dive into this because I don't think this is as bad as it sounds. I don't think it's going to affect the NFT market in a negative way at all. So the National Football League, NFL, revealed that teams in the league have no option for NFTs or crypto sponsorship until further notice. The NFT, so I think this says the NFT, but I'm pretty sure they mean the NFL. So the NFL has told teams that they cannot sell NFTs or accept any cryptocurrency sponsorships from trading firms until the NFL develops an official strategy for crypto and NFTs. The rules remain in place. So that's also nice, right? It's until they develop some sort of official strategy. Maybe they just want the teams to promote, it's a business at the end of the day, right? So who knows exactly what they're working on. Despite the major NFT craze in the sports world, the NFL continues its slow approach. And also thought this was interesting. The league was the last major one in the USA to allow gambling and liquor sponsors. So, if they're always known historically for having slow approach towards new ventures, this really isn't surprising. I'm sure they're going to come around again at some point. The rules exclude most major companies in the crypto space, though. So therefore, it's only a matter of time before NFL teams and crypto companies find their way around the tricky wording. The rules make room for sponsorships with, quote, companies whose primary business is providing investment advisory and or fund management services in connection with cryptocurrency, provided that such advertising sponsorship rights are limited to promoting the company's corporate brands. So, it seems like they just want to promote the companies that, are already working directly with them. Maybe a little market manipulation. I don't know. Also, it's almost kind of understandable, right? You don't necessarily want some scam project paying an NFL team or paying players of an NFL team to start shilling it, and then it turns out to be a scam. So I think they're also trying to just cover their own butts that way, which is honestly understandable. There's a lot of weird stuff that goes on in this space, and for something so new, especially in a bull market, it's understandable that this is kind of happening. So they say that while the rules prohibit teams can't collaborate with crypto companies or offer NFTs, individuals can. So that is pretty cool, right? It's mainly a team thing. A team can't come on and make their own NFT, but individuals, it looks like, are still going to be able to buy, sell, advertise their own NFTs. I'm sure they're still going to be making their NFTs as their clout pictures for Twitter and their social media or whatever. So it just looks like mainly teams can't really shill NFTs, make their NFTs, or shill some cryptocurrency coin, which is honestly not that shocking. And again, keep in mind, this is until they develop a strategy. So who knows once that strategy comes out what they're going to be allowed to do. With that said, guys, that is the video for today. We already went over the fear and greed in coin prices, so we'll just wrap it up here. If you guys did enjoy it and you would like to help support the channel, tapping the like really does help show this video to more people. It really does help build the channel. I don't know what it is with the like button, but it's, you just hit the like button, and then it seems like 5 more views come in. And if one person out of those 5 views hits the like button, we get another 5 views. And that's really how YouTube kind of works, I guess. So if you guys could tap the like button. Also, if you enjoy the content, make sure you subscribe. And if you hit the bell, you'll be notified each time I put out a video like this. You guys already know this isn't financial advice. I'm definitely not a financial advisor, so don't take it as such. Everything I express here is just my opinions, and that is it. I hope you guys are all really having a great day. Hope you guys are all having your portfolios go to the absolute moon, and I will see you on the next one.